So it's Summer Game Fest. Boy, it's not E3. Basically, what happened was E3 was shit canned, and we got something called Summer Game Fest. I appreciate Jeff Keighley trying to organize an event and get people together to submit trailers and stuff. But it definitely, I mean, there's more, you know, stuff. There's gonna be like a Capcom thing and some other stuff. I don't even know what the other stuff is. Chat, do you know what the other stuff is? But today was a pretty, well, it was pretty basic for me. There was a moment where Max Dude fell asleep, or he pretended to sleep, and I was like, ah. I don't know why The Rock had to show his fucking titties. And he was all oiled, and he was like, hey everyone, I'm in a sweaty, stinky gym, and sometimes they call me the greatest that ever lived. Sometimes they call me The Rock. Sometimes they call me Stone. Sometimes they call me The Cock. Boy, does my gym stink. And I was like, wow, that's really cool. I was like, what game is this? Oh, he was in Fortnite. And then... and then they showed a trailer for a movie. And that was really weird. But hey, aside from that, it was a pretty... I didn't watch the whole thing. I was, truthfully, I was just, like, recording some music at home. And I was, like, going back and forth between that. And whenever I lost interest, I would just, like, turn it off. But, I will talk about what I saw. Street Fighter... I saw the reveal trailer, and the style is okay. It's not blowing me away, but also keep in mind this. I am not a big Street Fighter person. I like it well enough, but it looks fine. It doesn't look mind-blowing, but I think it'll be a good game. And you know, Guile was revealed. Aliens: Dark Descent is nice because Aliens is always great, except most of the Alien games are pretty rough, or just like kind of mediocre. So we didn't really get to see much, if I'm not mistaken. It was just kind of a cinematic trailer, and you know, every cinematic trailer looks amazing these days. So really not much to say about it other than Aliens. I mean, that was the theme, and then Jeff straight up showed Callisto Protocol right after, which was basically another Dead Space type Aliens thing. It was more space survival horror. So a lot of that. I'm okay with that. I know that the old Dead Space devs are working on this game. And while I wasn't crazy about the default enemies, I thought it looked pretty good. So that was, you know, something to be maybe excited for in the future. And I know we're getting a Dead Space remake. So it's a good time to be into this genre. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Now, hang on a minute. This is a sequel to the remake of the original, of which there was also a sequel. So this is the sequel remake of that game, but not a remastered version. This is a remake. No, this is a reboot. Sorry, this is... You understand. Cool. Well, in any case, this game looks like Call of Duty. Modern Warfare, jokes aside, Modern Warfare, the previous one, I liked it. The gameplay was good. You know, they just send me these Call of Duties and I just play them. And V-Dub plays them sometimes. I liked Modern Warfare the best out of the most recent 10 years of Call of Duty because it just felt like a really developed first-person shooter. It was fun. But, Vanguard and the one that came out before that, I don't even remember what it was. You know, Black Ops Cold War. Very mediocre Call of Duty games. I don't really love this series, but I end up getting addicted for a little bit. As you know, I play a little bit of the multiplayer. I like Warzone. But essentially, the trailer looked more of the same. It looked fine, and I'm sure it will be a crowd pleaser, and people will like it. I was watching it and kind of falling asleep just because it's the same type of shit we've seen for years. When do we get Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? Not this one. I'm talking about the one maybe 15 years from now. Who knows? Flashback 2, that's an interesting sequel. Flashback was a game I never really played. I might have rented it. It's hard to remember, but looked okay. Witchfire, also pretty weird first-person shooter. I didn't really watch very much of it, but from what I saw, it looked kind of neat. And I don't know what Fort Solis is. I missed that, but I did see Roger Clark on stage, and that was cool. Routine, yeah. I mean, it's a game with Mick Gordon music, and I don't remember what it was. Then The Rock showed up. Don't know if I watched Outriders. Fall Guys gets a live action trailer going free to play. Okay. Stormgate. This one was very interesting to me because it was maybe one of the worst trailers I've ever seen. With some of the worst audio mixing. It was really, really bad. The styles were so disparate between all the things. However, this is from Frost Giant Games. Frost Giant is comprised of team members who made old Blizzard RTS games. So, unfortunately, this trailer looked really bizarre and kind of lame, and I was hoping that this game, I'd heard about this for a while, and I was hoping it would maybe be medieval, but it's more futuristic. Hey, listen, it's an RTS. I'm worried that it's a free-to-play RTS, so I'm wondering if, you know, are they going to base the game's systems around those mechanics? I hope not, but we'll see. Because StarCraft 2, remember, you had to buy that first, and then you bought the expansions, and then it went free to play. So they made their money, and then they had their cosmetics. But StarCraft 2 is still great, but man, I would love another classic Blizzard RTS game like Warcraft 3. You know, like a StarCraft 3. And I'm not talking about the Blizzard that currently exists. Oh, God, no. Because they would fuck it up. Make no mistake, Diablo 4 is on the horizon. After Infinite, which again, is it that what it's called? Diablo Infinite? Whatever it's called. Oh, Immortal. After Diablo, infinite amounts of money that you could spend on the game. After Diablo Immortal, my hype is down for Diablo 4. Not that I was really all that into Blizzard these days anyway, but the main reason being that the game, underneath all the microtransactions, is pretty good, but it's still very, very simple, kind of watered down, kind of bland, and I'm okay with that for a mobile game. But Diablo 4, there's a part of me that wonders, are they going to go for that really, really simplified version? Again, Diablo was never the most complex game, but Diablo 2 had a really good, like, I love the way you could make a unique character that felt like your own between the skills and the loot. And Diablo 3 was very simple, and this is just like, you're a crusader. Everyone's a crusader. By the way, pay for loot so that you can have a lightning bolt. So, I don't really have any faith. However, Stormgate is interesting because it's a new real-time strategy game, which is a genre I miss, and I miss seeing big-name releases with that old kind of mentality, like the Warcraft 2 and 3 mentality. Hope it's good. I didn't watch... Oh wait, High Water, you're on a boat? Oh, okay. I didn't watch the next one, American Arcadia, I don't know what that is. Goat Simulator 3... had a really good fake-out trailer. It looked like Dead Island 2. Excuse me. Dead Island 2 is pretty much vaporware at this point, right? Was there a Goat Simulator 2? I don't know. Chat, can you confirm or deny? Was there a Goat Simulator 2? I really don't even know. No, that's the joke. Oh. God damn it, that was mine. I was gonna do Blood Bagel 3 without a 2. But, the trailer was at least funny, and, you know what? If it's YouTuber bait, consider me on board. I'll play for, like, you know, an hour. And, we'll see. Maybe it'll be funny for an hour. I'm not going to buy it, But if it's sent to me, sure, I'll play it. What else? Marvel Midnight Suns. It's more Marvel shit. I didn't really watch very much of it. I clicked off. Cuphead. Even the Cuphead trailer looked kind of generally more like what we've seen. You know, like I'm excited. I'm gonna play it, but like it was, you know, just it should have kind of had more focus on. I don't know. It just didn't feel like the game got the attention it deserved, and we just saw a boss fight. That's just me, but maybe I was. Considering I wasn't really treating this like E3, and I was in and out of the conference anyway, I'm just gonna play the game. I'm just gonna buy the game, because I know Cuphead's amazing. It was quick. It felt quick. Neon White, I don't know what that is. What is Neon White? Hang on, because I've seen other people talking about that. You go to heaven. It looks kind of anime. Alright, Neon Genesis Evangelion. Cool, okay. Warframe gets an update. It gets an update all the time. And, what else? Boy, I didn't watch the rest of these. That TMNT game looked pretty cool, though. So again, like, I really just kind of lost interest, and I just started, like, recording music. And, yeah. Is it just me, or did they show a Mario Strikers trailer? Does that mean that we're not getting a Nintendo Direct? Huh. It was an old trailer. I don't... We'll see. Nintendo lately is like, hey, Nintendo Direct is in 2 days. Have fun. American Arcadia looked really cool and unique. I think you missed that one as well. Unfortunately, and I know people are going to complain about this, and it's a fair complaint. Why am I talking about this stuff if I didn't watch all of it? And the answer is, I just wanted to talk about The Rock's titties. He was smelly, sweaty, rock-like, promoting a cool energy drink. He had, oh man, that new trailer. He was bragging about his Fortnite appearance. American Arcadia looks interesting. It's got a cool style. Metal Hellsingers, I saw the trailer of. That looked kind of cool. Because, it's a shooter that you time to, like, the rhythm. But that game kind of... I think that exists already, doesn't it? American Arcadia is like a Truman Show game. Huh. Oh yeah, BPM. BPM. But it looks cool. I mean, if you're a metal person... I like a little bit of metal, but maybe Joel will like it. I don't know, but it looked kind of neat. The production value looked good. And Capcom's arcade thing is cool. I'm not the biggest arcade game player. I played some arcade when I was younger. I don't have a ton of nostalgia for the arcade games, but having a bunch of games in one place with a number of unlockables, that's cool to me. I like that. And, The Quarry, I've already seen that. That's not my type of game necessarily, but it you know, had a little bit of humor to it. And, Layers of Fear, I'm gonna pass on that. And Last of Us Part 1 Remake. Here's the thing. I've never played Last of Us, right? So I don't really have a lot to say about this. But I will say that ending the conference with it was definitely a choice. And it was like a lot of it, and I just kept clicking on, clicking off, but there were people saying they couldn't tell the difference between the two versions. And the thing is, the game came out 8 years ago, and it's already getting a full overhaul visually. And it looked great. It's nice that we're doing this, but maybe skip a generation? Like, wait another one? Like, I'm not a fan of, you know, so soon. I'm not, yeah, Neil Druckmann. I know. Neil Druckmann. Is it true that he just stroked his ego for 10 minutes when he was there on stage? Is that true? Because I kind of clicked off. He did? Okay. Because I literally... Okay, I saw him walk onto the stage. I saw Last of Us. I watched a little bit, I saw the comparisons, I clicked back, there was still that, clicked back, there was still that, and then I just clicked off and I was done. So that was my experience with that. Now, I'm not going to say that the new direction of this game looked bad to my eye. Some of it looked nice visually, even though I think, what's his name, Joel looked 10 years older. But, I just feel it's a very weird choice. And, you know, I don't have a PS5, but I wouldn't be that interested if I had the game 8 years ago, and I'm not that interested now, but that's just a personal preference. So yeah, the Summer Games Fest thing, like I said, I didn't watch all of it, like I didn't see Gotham Knights, but it was fine. I mean, when Jeff Keighley tweeted, don't get your hopes up, like temper your expectations, yeah, that's pretty much this. Now, I know there's more stuff over the next couple, Dave. Dave! Hey, Dave! These are the Daves. I know. Over the next couple days. And, I don't think that we're going to be getting any huge, massive reveals, but I am curious to see more of that Resident Evil 4. Among Us VR, I'm actually probably going to play. Because, truthfully, I didn't really like Among Us, on its own. But I played Among Us in VR chat, and it was 10 times better. Just saying. So, there is a chance I would play that, just for the meme, value, and also because I think it might be fun. So, what else? Oh yeah, Devolver, as usual. I watched that while I was eating Chinese food, and I will tell you that those Devolver trailers just give me like a ringing in my ears. It's just non-stop, like, they just keep going. And then there's, like, loud, and then there's commentary. That said, even though there's a lot, and I'm not always crazy about their humor, which just could be boiled down to what the shit, I will say I enjoyed a good chunk of what they were saying at times. Like, some things actually made me laugh, and also, like, yeah, that would be a terrible future. And I did enjoy Suda. I definitely enjoyed Suda looking like, Max Headroom. So there's, some actual stuff that I wish they would scale it back a little bit. But that's just me. I mean, some people probably love that shit. But the conference was fine, and it looked like they had a couple decent games, and, I don't know, I guess the one I was mostly into was the one I knew about, Cult of the Lamb. Because I saw that at PAX, and it looked really fun. You know? And truthfully, I think, oh, I just clicked on the trailer now. But, I do think, like, the mix of what it's going for, it almost looks like an Animal Crossing Harvest Moon, but with, that, like, kind of cartoony style. I don't know how to explain what the style is. I'm sure someone could explain it more eloquently, but I liked it. And I've been keeping an eye on this one for a while. I'm very interested. What else? Here's one, The Plucky Squire. That's another weird one. Going between 2D and 3D. Like, so, I mean, I will give Devolver credit. They choose their projects kind of like the games that they want to publish. They kind of choose wisely, and I think that generally I am interested in what they're doing because they choose weird games that sometimes are more unique than the thousands of shooters. So thank you for that. However, speaking of shooter, Angerfoot. Fucking awesome game that I played about a year ago, almost. It's a game where you're like a lizard that, like, fucking kicks and shoots. It's like Hotline Miami in 3D, and it looked even better. Like, I mean, you can watch this stuff on your own if you haven't seen it, but Angerfoot, I'm kind of really happy that that's getting a full thing. And then there was that skateboarding game, which was very interesting aesthetically. So, yeah, it's just cool. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I really don't know what else to say about this thing. It's not E3. I know people would like to see my commentary, but a lot of it would just be me sleeping. Like, do I have that image of me, like, dead? I know I have it somewhere. Is this it? No. Is this... no. Though that kind of fits the bill, too, a little bit. Is that it? No. There it is. So yeah, this would be probably, like, me watching this year's festivities. Which is fine, because I wasn't expecting, like, massive levels of excitement, but I you know, it's nice that people are revealing games. I really wish that there was a bigger event, because I think it's good for the industry as a whole, where everyone kind of clusters their announcements around one, like, specific industry event. I think it's really good for everyone to get excited about this stuff, and I miss E3, even if it was, you know, after a certain point, it was just, let's watch E3 to make fun of the stage presentations. But it's still exciting to get a reveal of a game that you've been excited... Final Fantasy VII Remake, I was live for that. And I lost my shit. So that was cool. But yeah, I mean, I do hope Nintendo has a Direct, because I want to see what they're gonna do with anything, really. And, yeah. Vinny, did you see any of the VR stuff? No. No. Did you see Warhammer 40k Darktide? I did. It looked like crazy Left 4 Dead Warhammer. And Dave seemed to be excited about that, so I might be interested. But I don't really know... I don't know which of these games I'm gonna end up being most excited about. I'll let you know after I see all the stuff next week. Though I will say there was one thing that made me laugh. Okay, so I was watching it on Twitch, and the chat of the fucking page, the Summer Games Fest thing, it had like 150,000 people in it. Every reveal was L, Resident Sleeper, or Morbius. It was like every game was just shat upon. And whenever something had like fangs, people were like, yo, Morb? Are we morbin? So yeah. I do think when you get a chat that big, and people see, like, the sleepers and everything, that's just gonna be what's posted. And, of course, Morb is the big thing. So, anyway, thank you. Summer Game Fests, I don't really have a whole lot else to say about it.
Give me a bar drink, Tender. Give me a drink, bartender.
I'm trying to find a good title for this. What should I call this? Like, what category should I put this in? The AI. I don't even know. Like, I'm looking for AI, I can't find it. There's no game just called AI. Usually I can find something, but... No, not like the title, but like the category. You have to, oh well. Games plus demos. Or, you know what? Talk shows. We'll just stick with talk shows.